Hi, this is Sanjay Gangal from SanjayTechCafe. I'm here with Anupam Bakshi, CEO of Agnisys. Hello, Anupam.
Hi, Sanjay. Great to be here.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Anupam. For our audience who may not know about Agnisys yet, tell us what Agnisys is about.
So, Agnisys is about creating your SoCs faster and of high quality, doing it with less number of resources and getting to market faster. And we do that by helping our customer create their products with our tools, tools that we have worked on for last 18 years. So we've been in the industry for a long time. Some people don't know us, but that's where you come and help us promote.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have something called IDS. Is that Integrated Development System?
Well, that's a good way to put it, but actually it's called iDesign Spec.
Uh-huh.
Name I came up with when I was in college. But then um, you can say it's an integrated development system also.
Okay. And what are the latest advancements in IDS?
So IDS is a product suite.
Mhm.
So it helps, and this has been our focus from day one, that the specification is the golden reference, the single source of truth. And
Mhm.
from that, everything should be created. And now with LLM and the AI push, the world is catching up to that. But we have a very rules-based approach where you create your specification and you're guaranteed about the results and you get it right every time. So you put it in the specification and out comes the all the artifacts you need to create the SoC, right from RTL to verification to firmware to validation to tests to verification and validation tests and all that. All that you can do from the specification. Anything you can generate from specification, iDesign Spec helps you do that. The whole product suites helps you do that.
Okay. And you do something for CDC, functional safety, security, DFT.
Yes. So these are the new things that we added in our tool, the iDesign Spec tool. Uh, uh, you can create things from the specification easily, but thinking about the entire process and how integration will take place, what will be happening for example, back in the back end for DFT. Have you considered that when you're designing upfront? So kind of rolling in the requirements from the back-end processes upfront. So we have hooks, we have functionality in place where we take care of that. So you don't have to spend time later on and kind of rehash everything later on. So these features we've added to the iDesign Spec suite. The CDC will help you ensure that you integrate the IPs properly. Functional safety will help ensure that you get your ISO 26262 certification easily. And security, obviously, you want to be able to create secure systems. So there are hooks and there are features in the tool where these areas can be addressed upfront from the specification to code.
Okay. And tell us about your IDS integrate and IP packaging systems as well.
Yeah, so the IDS-Integrate is IDS, like I said, is a product suite. Um, One of the new and main components now of the suite is the IDS-Integrate. That helps you combine the IPs that you have from either in-house or third party, combine them and create the SoC. And while doing so, take care of all aspects of the SoC. For example, of course, the RTL has to be stitched together, the hierarchy has to be maintained, but also the artifacts like CDC, constraints, the timing constraints, and layout requirements, all of those can be included in that same database. And again, the benefit is you create the design and then generate everything from it, like right from the specification.
Okay. And uh, artificial intelligence is all the buzz right now, and everybody is talking about artificial intelligence. Have you dipped your feet in AI world?
Yes. Well, how can you be not affected by it? So
Mm.
we looked at it and saw that well, we wanted to use the new tool, the AI tool, on the the problem at hand, which is verification. So, and spec is what we have always, like I said, that's a golden reference. So, what we have done is use AI to create automatic verification environment and tests, and we've been very successful. And we're showing on at DAC on Monday. We're gonna show that at our booth how we're able to do that, and it's very exciting. I mean, I was actually surprised of how good results we're getting and repeatable results we're getting. Because one of the things that people say about AI is not repeatable. I mean, it might give you different answers. So
Mhm.
we've been able to do certain things that bring in the deterministic approach and kind of give the similar results. Ultimately, you want to get to functional coverage as soon as possible, 100% functional coverage, and it is amazing how you can use the AI tools to get there. So that is very
Okay.
exciting.
So you've not seen any hallucinations that everybody is scared about?
It does happen, but like I said, we have hooks in place to prevent that from happening.
Mm. Okay. And you also have something called IDS-FPGA. What is that?
So, this is a market, the FPGA designers, we were focused on ASICs from start. But then we saw that, the FPGA are becoming big and big and, sometimes even bigger than ASICs. And so those designs need similar approach, like the spec-centric approach, and kind of be able to create the design and the verification infrastructure right from the specification. So we hooked up the IDS suite with the popular FPGA products out there and created a new packaging, IDS FPGA, which is focused and geared towards the FPGA market. So we're very excited. And actually at DAC, we'll be showing it with Altera and AMD Xilinx. So we'll be showing how the flows work at the booth.
Okay. And I think you also earlier touched upon something called executable specifications. What is that?
So that's what I was saying. That's like the our hallmark. That's what we have always done. The iDesign spec. The spec is in the in the name itself. The executable specification means when you create the specification, you can execute it. Like that actually produces results. No, that's like a input to our tool. The specification is an input to the tool and it creates the output. So the specification becomes executable. It's not a stale, a static document that somebody has to go and update it. It actually drives the whole process. So it's not at the back end, somebody has to go and update the documentation, which never happens. And sometimes
Mhm.
things get stale. In this case, the specification is centric, and then everything else comes off of it. So that's why we call it like executable specification.
And which languages are supported with this executable specifications?
Oh, you mean input or output?
The input.
Oh, so input is, well, actually, so English and So things like, when you become more rules-based, more exact than like IP exact and system RDL and any any for any regular format that you have will support that. But so we're now moving with AI, moving towards like just reading the PDF files and
Hmm.
generating the output. So you don't have to capture that in any specific format. You can just use, your natural language, put it in a document and just feed it, and it will generate the appropriate code from it. That's happening now.
And are you foundry or process agnostic?
Yeah. So we are in the front end, although, like I mentioned, so we generate RTL, so like Verilog, System Verilog, VHDL, SDCs, CDC. Those are industry standard, Accelera standard, so we can generate those. Um, uh, but also kind of work with the backend tools like the left def files, bringing that data in and changing the hierarchy. And so, yes, pretty much we are Foundry neutral and operate at the front end, but we interact with the back end as well.
Yes, so I was getting to that, with each new node, each new process, there are lots of rules that need to be followed. Are you able to bring in any of the rules from these new processes and stuff like that, and use them also to create designs?
So, fortunately, those do not affect us that much, as much as they affect the layout and planning, the place and route. We take that input into the IDS-Integrate product. But the bulk of the things are all happening at the front end, and they don't go. And the other thing that I mentioned was the DFT. That's something that from the back end we deal with upfront. But the process nodes really don't affect us.
Okay. Okay. Now, at DAC 2025, you mentioned that you got demos with Altera and AMD.
That
Any other demos that people should look forward to?
Yes, so we have the AI demo with
Okay.
verification
Hmm.
test benches. We'll show the IDS-Integrate as well. And then we have the uh, uh, the AI is shown in what we call a collaboration framework, where many people can work and in a secure environment. And because these specs become important, and what gets generated, you need to be they need to be secure, and you need to control access to them. And so we've created like uh, an environment where people can host. These are, by the way, on premises
Hmm.
solutions. They don't have to go to Agnisys servers or anywhere outside their control. They don't have to be outside. So these solutions, the AI solutions and the collaboration framework, can be hosted by companies in their own local LAN, and then the team can collaborate. Yet you can still make it secure within the team, and and collaborate, interface with Git. So we support the entire process, from the specification to the to the tape out, um, and do so all in a secure manner. So that we'll be showing at DAC as well.
Okay. And Anupam, is it okay if I ask you a few personal questions?
Oh, absolutely, please.
Uh, so, what do you do for fun outside work, or what is your personal passion?
Oh, I am I had like I think 4 or 5 years ago I had um, uh, a health issue, and
Hmm.
since then I have become a health freak. So I play badminton in the morning, and I do kalari. Kalari Paitu is a, South Indian martial arts. It's
Hmm.
called the mother of all martial arts. So
Hmm.
I do that. In fact, I just did one class just now. So,
Wow.
yeah. So that's and then the passion is our tools, our products.
Okay. Can you also share something about yourself that most people at Agnisys who work with you don't know about you?
Oh, that will be hard because I don't think there's anything that I keep from them. So, uh, well, I like spicy food. I used to like a lot of noodles, but after that being, I told you about the health scare.
Mhm.
I started eating healthy and living a healthier lifestyle. So all the junk food I have eliminated from my diet now, although I do consume it sometimes.
Okay. Okay. Final question, Anupam.
Yeah.
Cats or dogs?
Well, hmm, that's a difficult. I love them both. I would say dogs because they reciprocate.
That's true. That's true. And do you have a dog at home?
uh, we got some street dogs that I take care of, not
Oh, okay.
not personally. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Anupam, for taking time to record this interview. Have a great day and stay safe.
Thank you, Sanjay, and good luck with the new venture.
Okay. This is Sanjay Gangal from Sanjay Tech Cafe.